Hello and welcome to Principles of Health and Wellness, Chapter 1, Assessing Your Health. This chapter is really going to lay the foundation, not only for the rest of the semester, but for good health and positive behavior change. And the terms health and wellness are going to be used interchangeably in this chapter and throughout the course. And those describe the dynamic process of fulfilling your potential in physical, social, emotional, spiritual, intellectual, and environmental dimensions of your life. Multiple factors contribute to the status of your health. And most of them are within your control. So to be healthy, you really need to make decisions about when to maintain healthy behaviors and when and how to change unhealthy ones. And we're really going to work on that this semester. Most people truly have a desire for personal health, but we're really bombarded with information about health changes from a variety of sources, and it's overwhelming. In the 21st century, your health is connected to the entire planet. I'd like you to think about, how does what you do today influence you and others? Likely, right now, it has to do with wearing a mask. So take a look here at some of the top factors that contribute to getting in the way of academic performance. You may recognize some of them: stress, anxiety, sleep difficulties, depression. These are things that we're really going to look at this semester and how to navigate through them. Because the healthier the choices that we make, they really have immediate health benefits. When you're well nourished, you're fit, you're rested, you're free from the influences of nicotine, alcohol, and other drugs, you're more likely to avoid illness, succeed in school, and have supportive relationships, and many other benefits. Good health choices, healthier life. Poor health choices increase the likelihood of a shorter life, as well as persistent illness, addictions, other limitations. Truly successful aging begins now. Choosing health now is really like planting seeds, right? Planting good, healthy seeds and nurturing them along the way with healthy choices. So it means you're much likely to enjoy the fruits of your labor in a later part of your life. On the other hand, those poor choices really going to increase the likelihood of shorter life expectancy. So let's take a look in the next slide. Just overall, right, the ages and leading causes of death in the United States. For all ages, diseases of the heart, cancer, injuries, looking at ages 15 to 24, accidents, suicide, homicide. We're going to talk about how to expand our life expectancy and reduce our risk factors throughout this course. According to current mortality rates, the average life expectancy at birth in the United States is projected to be 78.8 years for children born in 2015. Life expectancy has increased significantly over the last 100 years, largely because our susceptibility to infectious diseases that's changed thanks to the development of vaccines and antibiotics. Leading causes of death have now shifted to chronic diseases such as heart disease, cancer, chronic lower respiratory diseases. That's what we just looked at in the last slide. So advances in diagnostic technologies and medications have continued the trend of increasing life expectancy into the 21st century. Life expectancy in the U.S. is several years below that of many other nations, however, and that's largely due to many complex factors, but they include obesity, tobacco and alcohol use, drug overdose, and our healthcare system. Healthful choices increase your life expectancy, the number of years of full health you enjoy without disability, chronic pain, or significant illness. High related quality of life is a multi-dimensional concept that includes elements of physical, mental, emotional, and social function. closely related to that is well-being, which assesses the positive aspects of a person's life, such as positive emotions and life satisfaction. Our personal health care choices affect the lives of others, and I think we're seeing that now more than ever. Likely you're wearing a mask almost all the time when you're out in public, because what we do has implications for the health and wellness of others. But another example of that is, along with its associated health problems, obesity burdens the U.S. healthcare system and the U.S. economy with the direct medical costs and indirectly through reduced tax revenues. Direct and indirect costs are also associated with smoking, excessive alcohol consumption, and the use of illegal drugs. Truly, at the root of this is an ethical question. Should individuals be held accountable for poor health choices, or should we require people to somehow pay for those choices? Are those choices that influence health within a personal control? Right? Should we help them or should we tax them? These are some things we need to think about. Health absolutely means different things to different people. And as our understanding of illness has improved, so has our ability to understand health and its nuances. Our current model of health has broadened from a focus of the physical body to an understanding of health as a reflection not only of ourselves, but also of our communities. The medical model focused primarily on the individual and his or her tissues and organs. And the surest way to improve health was to cure the individual's disease. And the public health model views diseases and other negative health events as a result of an individual's interactions with his or her social and physical environment. The World Health Organization defines health as the state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not just the absence of disease or infirmity. Health promotion includes policies and programs like the World Health Organization that promote health behaviors known to support good health. And they identify people engaging in risk behaviors, those that increase susceptibility to negative health outcomes, right? That's what risk behaviors are. We're going to talk more about those. And they create environments that are conducive for positive behavior change. And to achieve high levels of wellness, we must constantly be progressively moving higher on a continuum of positive health indicators. And those who fail, right, if we're not moving forward, we become more susceptible to illness. This is just a quick sneak peek at some of the greatest public health achievements of the 20th century. And like some of these things have really progressed pretty quickly. Looking back when I was younger, looking at motor vehicle safety, seatbelts weren't always a thing. It didn't matter. We would roll around the back of a station wagon not strapped in, and nobody would think twice. Half the time, there was a hole in the bottom of the car, and we'd be able to see the road beneath us. So there have been some big changes on the wellness front. So here's a list of the 6 interrelated dimensions of health. Physical health, our body size and functioning, ability to perform and achieve daily activities, right? Social health is our ability to have satisfying interpersonal relationships, okay? Intellectual health, ability to think clearly, reason objectively, analyze critically, use brain power, and meet life's challenges. Emotional health, it's the ability to express and control appropriate emotions. Spiritual health, having a sense of meaning and purpose in your life. And environmental, an appreciation of the external environment and the roles individuals play to protect and improve environmental conditions. These all play a big factor in our wellness. So wellness is not an either or. There's a continuum of wellness. And we really want to stay as far over on the purple side, optimal well-being, for as long as we possibly can. And then recognizing, right, what are improved health and wellness, signs of illness, chronic illness, and what can we do about those things along the way. Really trying to balance all dimensions of health as often as possible, knowing that, you know what, sometimes we're going to get a flat tire and maybe we need to improve our social health just a little bit, or maybe our environmental health needs a little bit of work. And some of those things are going to be what we touch on throughout this semester. Public health experts refer to the factors that influence health as determinants of health. And the U.S. Surgeon General has defined as the range of personal, social, economic, and environment factors that influence health status. Healthy People 2020 list determinants into 5 groupings of individual behavior, biology and genetics, social factors, health services, and policymaking. Individual behaviors can help you attain, maintain, or regain good health, or they can undermine your health and promote disease. Biology and genetics, determinants, they're non-modifiable. We can't do anything about them. Social factors include social and physical conditions of the environment in which people are born in or live. Economic factors, those disadvantages exert their effects on human health within nearly all domains of life. The built environment, changes to the built environment can improve the health of communities and individuals. And then we have pollutants and infectious agents. And when individuals and communities are exposed to toxins, radiation, irritants, they suffer significant harm. Just another quick look at Healthy People 2020 goals and what that group stands to attain. Higher quality, longer lives, free of preventable disease, disability, injury, and premature death. Health equity, creating a social and physical environments that promote good health for all, and promoting quality of life, health development, and healthy behaviors across all life stages. Healthy People 2020, determinants of health, policymaking, social factors, biology and genetics, all of these lead to health outcomes. Take a look at this slide, you guys. Anybody relate to any of this on this page here? 4 leading causes of chronic diseases in the United States. Laziness, pizza, well, not pizza itself, but junk food, right? Alcohol, cigarettes, all things that United States are consuming at a pretty alarming rate. So how do we create behavior change? Well, it's not always super easy, but we need to see it as a process that requires preparation and has several steps and takes some time to succeed. So we're going to be working on behavior change over the course of the semester. So how does behavior change happen? Well, over the years, social scientists and public health researchers have developed a variety of models to illustrate how individual behavior change occurs. A health belief model they believe that health behavior change is more likely if there's a perceived seriousness of a health problem, susceptibility of a health problem, perceived benefits to change, perceived barriers must be overcome, and there are cues to action. The social cognitive model talks about 3 factors that interact reciprocally to promote behavior change. So social environment in which we live, our inner thoughts and feelings, our behaviors. We change our behavior in part by observing models in our environment. And then we have the trans-theoretical model, which is pre-contemplation, contemplation, preparation, action, maintenance, and termination. This is the model that we're going to look at as we create our behavior contract in this course. So in preparation for the remainder of the week, I want you to learn and understand what a SMART goal is. That's going to help us in creating your behavior contract, which will be with you for the rest of the semester. I think I've said that a few times now. So get your homework done, and I'll see you in class.